Hello and welcome, my friend. I'm thrilled you're here to embark on a journey into the unexplored, into the boundless realm of possibility, and into the very core of how we manifest our lives. Today's video is a deep dive into a subject that might completely transform the way you see the world and yourself. We're about to explore the epic concept of the quantum leap, a transformation that goes far beyond a simple change in your circumstances. It's about shifting your consciousness so profoundly that you begin to experience and create your own reality in entirely new ways. Before we begin, I want you to understand that the ideas we discuss in this video cut across many layers of thought and experience. This is not a surface-level discussion or a recipe for a quick fix. It's an invitation to shift your entire paradigm. In this video, I'm not just sharing someone else's teachings. I'm weaving together insights from multiple masters, lecturers, and authors. Over the years, I have gathered an eclectic mix of wisdom from lectures, books, and life-changing encounters. And today's message is a synthesis of that accumulated knowledge. Even though you may have encountered similar ideas elsewhere, what you're about to hear is a uniquely integrated interpretation designed to help you piece together the puzzle of your reality. The concept of the quantum leap in your life is rooted in the idea that everything from your everyday thoughts to the very fabric of existence is pure energy. In the quantum world, all possibilities are already laid out. Whether you dream of a new car, a better home, or a loving relationship, every potential reality is already present. The twist is that it's not the universe that creates these manifestations, but rather your consciousness that plays the key role. The observer effect in quantum physics, the notion that the very act of observation collapses a wave function into a definite state, is a powerful metaphor for what happens when you change your inner state. It's your consciousness that selects one possibility from the endless array that exists all around you. You see, when you regard your ideal life as if it were something distant and unattainable, you are unwittingly reinforcing a separation between you and that reality. This is what I like to call the collapse of the wave function. By thinking of that perfect car or dream house or that deep connection as something external, you are operating from a mindset of scarcity and separation. In this state, you believe that what you want is out there somewhere, separate from the energy that courses through you. In truth, everything is woven from the same fundamental fabric. Everything is one, and every desire you have is already encoded within the energy that constitutes your being. Imagine for a moment that your life is divided into two realities. Reality A is where you are now, a collection of habits, beliefs, and patterns that you have built over the years. Reality B represents the potential you have always desired, the manifestation of your dreams and aspirations. The quantum leap is not a physical jump from one location to another. It is a profound transformation in your state of consciousness. Your external world might seem unchanged at first, but everything internal to you, your mindset, feelings, and perceptions shifts so dramatically that the outcome is inevitable. When you change your consciousness, you alter the frequency at which you vibrate. In doing so, you begin to resonate with the energy that brings forth the reality you wish to experience. I remember a time when I, too, felt trapped within reality. There was a period when I was burdened by a negative self-image, a time when I avoided looking in the mirror because I could not face the reflection of someone who, in my mind, was the source of my challenges. I was unaware that the problems, the obstacles, and the limitations I experienced were not imposed from without, but were rather a reflection of the internal narratives I held about myself. My life was a mirror for the beliefs I had nurtured, and until I recognized this profound truth, I could not begin the process of transformation. The turning point in my journey came when I was introduced to a series of lectures that challenged my entire worldview. It wasn't an isolated lesson from one renowned professor or a single self-help book. Instead, it was the cumulative force of ideas shared by several great minds' ideas that illuminated a simple yet revolutionary truth. You are the creator of your reality. This insight broke through the veil of my previous conditioning and unleashed a new realm of possibility within me. Suddenly, I began to see that every experience I had, every circumstance that I encountered, was a direct reflection of my inner state. This realization was my quantum leap, the moment when I stepped from the realm of victimhood into one of empowered creation. At its core, the quantum leap is about the evolution of consciousness. It is an inner metamorphosis that redefines who you are and how you interact with the universe. Think of it as an answer to the unspoken question, how can I attract the life I desire? The answer isn't in changing the world around you overnight, but in shifting the perspective from which you view that world. Instead of seeing life as a series of external conditions, you begin to understand that every experience is tied to your internal vibration. When you align that vibration with the energy of your desired reality, the universe responds in kind. This idea is both liberating and intimidating. It is liberating because it places the power of creation squarely in your hands. It is intimidating because it challenges deep-seated beliefs about separation and limitation. Now, consider the analogy of two parallel pages in a notebook. On one page, you write a story that represents your current life. On the other page, you have the storyline of your ideal existence, your dreams and aspirations rendered in vivid detail. The quantum leap is that moment when you decide to merge these two narratives. It is not a mere fantasy or wishful thinking. It's a deliberate, conscious choice to revise the script that has long dictated the terms of your life. When you shift your awareness and start to see your life as fluid and ever-evolving, you begin to understand that there is only one truth running beneath multiple layers of experience. Whether you call it destiny, universal law, or the law of attraction, the underlying principle remains the same. You create your reality. This awakening is not limited to financial or material pursuits. It permeates every aspect of your existence. Consider the example of someone who suddenly wins the lottery. On the surface, they have made a quantum leap by transitioning into a new financial reality. However, if their inner state, their consciousness, remains anchored in old beliefs and fears, the newfound wealth will be unsustainable. The person's internal blueprint still belongs to reality, the old patterns that, despite the sudden change in external circumstances, continue to direct their life. In this scenario, the transformation is superficial because the quantum leap only affected material conditions without addressing the foundational consciousness behind them. True transformation requires an overhaul of the way you perceive yourself and the world. It is about embodying a frequency so elevated that your external reality naturally aligns with the life you envision. One of the most effective ways to achieve this profound shift is through the practice of guided meditation. Meditation is not merely an exercise in relaxation. It is a method to disconnect from the physical entrapments of the five senses and tap into a higher state of awareness. When you dive into meditation, you enter a space where your mind is no longer tethered to the immediate, outlined contours of the third-dimensional world. Rather, you begin to explore the expansive terrain of your inner world, one that is replete with infinite possibilities. During a meditation session, especially one that is guided with intention, your mind learns to operate from a place of pure consciousness. In this state, the boundaries between what is internal and external begin to blur, and you may start to sense the tangible presence of a reality that goes far beyond the physical. As you settle into a calm, undisturbed environment, perhaps in the quiet hours of the night before sleep, you allow your entire being to surrender to the process. In that moment, Nothing external disrupts the journey of your inner self. The pleasant darkness, the silence, the absence of distractions, all of these create the perfect conditions for accessing a realm of pure energetic potential. It's during these moments that your subconscious mind is most receptive. The subconscious does not differentiate between what is real and what is imagined. It simply absorbs the experiences as if they were part of your everyday reality. With regular meditation, this state of elevated consciousness gradually becomes the new norm, eventually catalyzing a permanent shift in both perception and experience. Imagine waking up each day with the unshakable certainty that you are not bound by the limitations of your past or the world around you. Instead, you are writing an entirely new narrative, one that is infused with energy, passion, and unbridled potential. The freshness that accompanies this mindset is akin to the moment you first understood that you could, in fact, create your own experience. Every guided meditation session, every moment spent in silence, adds another brushstroke to the masterpiece of your life. The more you allow yourself to experience this inner awakening, the more your subconscious begins to mold your external reality to reflect what has always been possible but previously unseen. There is a beautiful irony to this process. Often, people embark on quests for transformation, seeking shortcuts or novel techniques to bring about instant change, only to find that without the deep transformation of consciousness, nothing lasting occurs. The allure of a quick financial win, for instance, might tempt you to believe that merely changing your bank balance is equivalent to a quantum leap. Yet, history and countless personal stories confirm that without a corresponding shift in how you perceive and live within the world, any change remains temporary. True quantum leaps require a dedication to inner work, a commitment to dismantling the old, limiting paradigms, and embracing a new, expansive state of being. As we delve deeper into this subject, consider how your current self-definition shapes every aspect of your life. When you believe that you are limited by your past mistakes, by inherited patterns, or by the conventional expectations of society, you are, in fact, reinforcing a barrier between you and the life you are capable of living. The quantum leap is not solely about adding more to your life. It is about shedding the layers of conditioning that have held you back and stepping into a space where you are truly free. Freedom is not a destination. It's an ongoing process of becoming, of continuously evolving into the best version of yourself. In this light, you can see that every meditation, every moment of introspection, is an act of rebellion against the ordinary. It is a declaration that you refuse to be confined by the narratives that have been written for you. It is a bold signal to the universe that you are ready to engage with life on a higher, more conscious level. And as your consciousness begins its upward spiral, you will notice profound changes in not only how you feel, but also how you interact with those around you. You'll discover that relationships become richer, that opportunities arise unexpectedly, and that the challenges you once faced transform into lessons that propel you forward. Let the metaphor of a river guide you here. Picture yourself at the banks of a mighty river. Up until now, you have been trying to swim against the current, struggling to push forward, convinced that the boundaries of your life are defined by the relentless force of the water. But imagine if you could step into the river and allow yourself to be carried by its flow. You would still be moving, still making progress, but with the current doing much of the work for you. A quantum leap is like that moment of surrender. It is the recognition that you need not fight against the natural order. Instead, you align with the rhythm of the universe. In that alignment, you discover that the challenges, the triumphs, and the very essence of life flow past you with grace and purpose. I invite you now to take this concept and let it simmer within you. Reflect on the areas of your life where you have felt stuck, where you have believed that change is either impossible or too distant. Ask yourself, have you been waiting for external circumstances to shift, or have you been willing to change? The inner narrative? The beauty of the quantum leap is that it starts from within. Every thought, every feeling, the inner conversation plays a pivotal role in shaping what you ultimately experience. If you begin to treat your inner world as a sacred place of possibility, rather than as a repository for old fears, you will naturally gravitate toward a reality that feels more vibrant, more aligned with who you truly are. Now, I understand that. Such ideas might seem challenging at first. To reframe your entire way of perceiving life is a monumental task, and it demands honesty, courage, and persistent effort. There will be moments of resistance, moments when old habits of thought try to reclaim their territory. But in those moments, remember, the quantum leap is not a one-time event. It is a continuous, evolving journey. As you repeatedly engage with practices like meditation and deep self-reflection, you reinforce your commitment to this new way of being. And soon, it becomes more than just a practice. It becomes a part of you. Every step you take on this path is like adding a new piece to an intricate puzzle that slowly reveals the bigger picture of your existence. The insights you gather, the shifts you experience, and even the setbacks you encounter all serve to deepen your understanding. In embracing the quantum nature of reality, you begin to see that every experience, whether joyful or challenging, holds a thread that connects you to the infinite tapestry of life. This interconnectedness is what makes the journey so rich and meaningful. It reminds us that we are not isolated entities, but vibrant expressions of a single, undivided energy. As you continue to evolve, consider how this shift in consciousness might influence your relationships, your work, and your very sense of purpose. Relationships, for example, are not merely random coincidences. They are reflections of your inner state. When you evolve on the inside, you naturally begin to attract connections that resonate with your new energy. This process is like tuning a radio. When you adjust the frequency of your inner self, the external signals start to align with that new station. You might find that people you once viewed through the lens of limitation begin to show up in your life in surprisingly supportive and transformative ways. At the same time, your professional life and creative endeavors start to mirror this internal transformation. Challenges at work, which once seemed insurmountable, may now dissolve into opportunities for growth and innovation. The habits and routines that defined your days slowly yield to a more intuitive, energetic way of operating. You might even discover that success takes on a new meaning, a blend of material abundance and spiritual fulfillment. Your work becomes not just a means of earning a living, but a canvas on which you paint the evolving masterpiece of your life. Encourage you to see today's discussion as an invitation to step outside the confines of what you have always known. Embrace the idea that reality, as you have experienced it until now, is only a starting point, a foundation upon which you can build a far more exhilarating and expansive existence. There is no magic pill that instantly reconfigures your world. Instead, there is the steady, transformative power of consciousness. A quantum leap is ultimately about aligning yourself with a frequency that is inherently creative, boundless, and in harmony with the underlying energy of the universe. In a world where 90% of humanity remains tethered to limiting beliefs and outdated paradigms, the few who dare to ask deeper questions, who dare to step into the unknown realms of their own potential, will find that the universe is not a closed book, but an ever-unfolding map of possibilities. Each day is a chance to rewrite the story of your life, to tear down the walls of separation, and to step into a reality that vibrates with the truth of who you are. The quantum leap is your invitation to join this elite band of conscious creators, people who know that the shackles of the past can be cast aside in favor of a vibrant, imaginative, and daring new horizon. As we approach the close of this video, I want you to carry with you a powerful realization. You are not destined to merely live out a predetermined script. Instead, You hold the pen that writes your story. The quantum leap is not about defying the natural laws of our physical world. It is about aligning with them in such a way that you recognize that your inner world creates your outer reality. It is an invitation to be bold, to take risks, and to trust that as you evolve on the inside, your world will transform in unimaginable ways. Take a moment now to imagine the life you've always dreamed of. Picture it in vivid detail, the experiences, the relationships, and the joy that will come from living authentically and consciously. Realize that everything you need to achieve this life is within you. Every challenge you faced, every fear you conquered, has prepared you for this very moment. Your journey of self-discovery is the foundation upon which a new, expansive reality will be built. In the coming weeks and months, I invite you to experiment with daily practices that shift your consciousness. Engage with guided meditations that transport you beyond the confines of your five senses and into the realm of pure possibility. Read widely, listen deeply, and allow yourself to question even the most fundamental assumptions about who you are and what you are capable of. Perhaps, most importantly, be patient with yourself. Transformations of this magnitude rarely happen overnight. They are the result of persistent inner work and a willingness to shed the old self in order to make way for the emergence of a profoundly evolved being. Remember, the quantum leap is not a destination. It is a continuous journey of growth and expansion. With every step you take, you are aligning with a higher vibration, a vibration that resonates with the pure energy of the universe. And as you do so, you will begin to see that the barriers you once perceived were nothing more than illusions, misconceptions formed from the limitations of a past that no longer serves you. In closing, I urge you to hold steadfast to the belief that every moment is an opportunity for renewal. Embrace the unknown, trust in the process, and affirm that you have the power to shape your destiny. Let this video be the spark that ignites a deeper exploration into your own boundless potential. And let every day be a celebration of your quantum leap, not just in circumstance, but in the very way you experience what it means to be alive. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey of discovery. As you move forward from here, remember that the keys to a transformed life lie in the choices you make in each passing moment. Align your thoughts with the truth that you are continuously creating your reality. Allow yourself to be guided by the infinite energy that courses through everything, and trust that the universe is ready to deliver every dream you dare imagine. I invite you to subscribe, like, and share this video with those who are also on their path to conscious evolution. Dive into the comments and share your experience. Tell us about the micro quantum leaps you've had, the moments when a shift in your awareness led to a dramatic change in your life. Every shared story contributes to the ever-growing tapestry of collective consciousness, a tapestry that, stitch by stitch, reveals the true power of our inner energy. May this video serve as a reminder that the journey to your highest potential begins with a single courageous step, a quantum leap that defies conventional reality and unlocks the true magic within you. Embrace your power, awaken to the possibility of a new reality, and remember, the quantum code of existence is yours to decipher and master. So take a deep breath, close your eyes for a moment, and let the stillness remind you that everything is interconnected. Trust that your inner transformation will reverberate through every corner of your external world, drawing to you the experiences and relationships that are meant to elevate you. Let your life be the proof that when you change your consciousness, you truly change everything. Now, if you're ready for more insights and techniques to permanently shift your reality and tap into the infinite field of possibilities, join me in the next video, where we'll delve even deeper into practical methods for reprogramming your subconscious mind. Together, we will unlock secrets that have been hidden beneath layers of conventional thought for far too long. Remember, the quantum leap is not an event. It's a process, an ongoing evolution of the self. Every day offers a new chance to align with the universal energy, to harness the power of your inner thoughts, and to step boldly into the life you were always meant to live. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and above all, keep leaping beyond the ordinary. Thank you for watching. And until next time, keep your mind open and your heart ready to welcome a reality beyond your wildest dreams. May the transformative power of this journey inspire you to break free of the old paradigms and step into the radiant, electrifying space where all things are possible. The universe is waiting. It's time for your quantum leap.